Hi, boys and girls. Do you know what time it is? You're right, it's time for Penny's, wait for it, Alphabet Nook. You're right. Welcome to Penny's Alphabet Nook. And, what letter do you think we might be talking about today? Do you have any guesses? No, not the letter Q. Anybody else have a guess out there? No, not the letter Z. Any guess? You give up? Okay, we're talking about the letter K today. So I'm going to wait for a few moments because, well, if you've been following me and the Alphabet Nook, you know what you need, right? What do you need? You're right, you need paper. What else do you need? You're right, you need your markers or your crayons or your colored pencils, whatever you're going to use. Okay, so I'll wait on you. I kind of need a nap, so take your time, go get what you need. I'll take a little power nap. Think about what am I going to fix for dinner this evening. I kind of like pierogies. Oh, that sounds like something good for dinner, doesn't it? Might have pierogies for dinner. Or it could have kielbasa. Yeah, that would be something good for dinner. Oh, have dreams. Okay. Got it? Okay, you ready? Oh, man, I was just starting to doze off, and then you had to go and say, Penny, I have my stuff. I'm ready to go. Okay, I'll just have to take a nap later, I guess. Come on, let's get started. All about the letter K. Well, now sometimes some people might think that the letter K is a hard letter to make, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not. All we need to remember is we're going to have 3 lines when we make our K, both the uppercase and the lowercase, okay? Let's use our finger first. It's always better to follow along here with your finger and touch it. So we're going to go down. We'll start at the top. Start, stop, and you stop at the bottom. And then you're going to go here and you're going to make a diagonal line, 2, and then one more, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then the lowercase k kind of looks a lot like the uppercase K, doesn't it? There's a few little differences there, but again, 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. Now, with my class at Building Blocks, we like to count and compare, and we learn about more than and less than with the alligator mouth. And when you think about it, the letter K is kind of like an alligator mouth when you look at it. See right there? Whoop, there's the alligator mouth. So that's an easy way to remember to make your K. A straight line down and then make an alligator mouth. Okay? So remember that. Keep that in mind. Now we have our letter formation poem. Now this one's a little different, like I said, than the one I use at Building Blocks, but I want to let you know lots of different ways, okay? So let's go over this one. High start down, go back to the top, then make an arrow. That makes a capital K. Well, that's a good idea too, an arrow. Okay, now for the lowercase, and you see that the uppercase K starts in the sky, goes down to the ground, then back up to the sky, go to the fence, and then from the fence to the ground. Do we go down here in the dirt? No, we stop on the ground, okay? Now for our our lowercase k, excuse me. Our lowercase k is going to start there in the clouds. High start down, then start at the fence, then make an arrow. That makes a lowercase k. And you can see the arrow right there. And I also see an alligator. Okay, so your lowercase k, start in the clouds, go to the ground, stop in the ground. Don't go down here in the dirt, because that's not where that letter belongs. And then back to the fence and make a little alligator mouth. Okay? All right. So let's move on to, now we're going to practice it, right? We've talked about it. Now we need to do it. And first thing I need to do is I need to move my other papers out of the way so I don't mark on them. Okay, so we have our 8 basic colors, right? Right, okay. What color should we use first? Oh, I heard someone out there say green. Okay, let's start our K with the green. Uppercase and lowercase. For the uppercase, remember we're going to go to the sky, down to the ground. There's a little hump there under my paper. My K looks a little wonky there, doesn't it? And then back to the sky, to the fence, and to the ground. Make your alligator mouth. All right, and then the lowercase k, we're going to be right there around the middle, in between the sky and the fence. Down to the ground, and then go to the fence. Alligator mouth. Good job. Okay, that was green. All right, what's our next color? Oh, I heard someone say yellow. Okay, let's go with yellow next. Uppercase, from the sky to the ground, back to the sky, and make your alligator. Okay, and your lowercase k, remember where it starts? You're right, between the sky and the fence. Down to the ground, then go back to the fence. And there's your K. Good job. Okay, what color next? Oh, I heard someone say blue. That was a good choice. Okay, all right, ready? Uppercase, down, stop, and then back up to the sky, down, and down, stop. All right, and our lowercase k, in the middle there, down, alligator mouth. Good job. You guys are so smart. You're just flying right through this morning. I'm so proud of you. Okay, what color next? Ooh, black. All right. I know this happens to be Reese's favorite color at building blocks. He talks about black. All right, down, stop, down, down. That's right. The alligator's mouth is opened really wide. And then our lowercase k, doo-doot, doo-doot, doo-doot. Good job. Okay, what color next? Purple. That's a good choice. Lots of the girls in my class, their favorite color is purple. Okay, let's go back up here to the top for that one. Go to the sky, to the ground, and then our alligator, and then our lowercase. Good job. Remember, 3 lines. Okay, let's stop and count. How many K's have we made? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 of the 8 colors used, so that means we have 3 colors left. You're right. Okay, and what color would that be? Orange. All right, good choice, orange. We're going to use our 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. Good job. And then our lowercase k, same thing, 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. Good work. Okay, next color. You're right, red. Okay, that's a good choice too. From the sky to the ground, from the sky to the fence, from the fence to the ground. But remember, don't go down there in the dirt. It's not where the K belongs. And then the lowercase k. 1, 2, 3. Good job. Okay, our final color, what is it? We have green, yellow, blue, black, purple, orange, red. So what's that final color? You're right, brown. Can't get anything past you kids. You are so smart. That final one, 3 lines. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Good job. That was great work. All right, so we've had our practice. What do we need to do next? You're right, we need to know what comes before the letter K. We need to know what comes after the letter K. And we need to say our letters. And if you can remember, we also want to know what number the letter K is in the alphabet. So let's go down here to our alphabet line. Excuse me. And we're going to count the letters till we find the letter K. There, so we'll see what number it is. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're right. The letter K was number 11 in the alphabet. Okay, so we have our K. Now, what letter comes before it? So we've got to hop backwards. And what letter's that? You're right, that's the letter J. So let's put our K here in the middle. Let's make a big uppercase K right here. All right, and what letter did we say comes before it? You're right, the letter J. Good job. Now find your K again. Now we're going to hop forward and find what comes after the K. What's that letter right there? You're right, it's the letter L. Good job. So we have the letter L. Okay, so we know that the letter K is number 11 in the alphabet. We know that J comes before K, and we know L comes after K, right? Right. Okay, now we need to take a deep breath because we're going to say the letters. You ready? First, we're going to go on from K. Ready? K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Woo, good job. Now you ready for the hard part? Oh, we've got to say the letters backwards to K. You ready? Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K. All right, good job. That's kind of difficult saying the letters backwards, isn't it? Kind of confuses me sometimes. Good job. All right, let's move on to the next thing. Now we need to know, we've learned to write it. We were saying it. Now we need to know, what sound does the K make? Well, let's find out. I've got my little fridge phonics here. You ready? We're going to push and listen closely. Oh, that didn't work out so well. Let's try this again. Oh no, guess what, boys and girls? We have a little hiccup with our K today. Let me try one more round. Try again.
K says K. K says K. Every letter makes a sound. K says K.
Oh, okay. Now, let's listen to that one more time.
K says K. K says K. Every letter makes a sound. K says K.
All right. What sound does K make? Did you hear it there? K. You're right. K. So, think about that. K sounds kind of a hard sound to make sometimes too, isn't it? Can you think of any words that begin with the letter K? K. Well, I can help you out with that. I happen to have a paper that's got some pictures on it, some little flashcard pictures. We have our K words. This one right here, it's a first aid kit, but we're looking at that word right there. Kit. K. Did you hear the K sound there? K. Kit. Okay, right here's the picture of a family, but they're pointing to a kid. You're right. K. Kid. Then we have a king. You're right. Good job. Next we have a kite. You're right. Good job. Then we have a kitten, right? And you know what? That kitten, that's my favorite color, gray. I love gray. And then what was our last K picture? Kangaroo. Good job. So let's say those words again. Kit, kid, king, kite, kitten, kangaroo. Did you hear all those K sounds in there? Yes, right. Good job. Now, the last question I want to ask yourself is, do you have anyone in your family who their name begins with a letter K? Do you? Oh, guess what? I do. I have a niece, and her name is Kelly. So I'm going to say, good morning, Kelly. And she has a K in her name. It begins with a K. K-E-L-L-E-Y. Kelly. All right, so do you have anyone in your family? Or can you think of another K word? I know one. Mwah. I'll blow you a kiss. You're right, that's a K word. Good job. All right, so that's a lot of work there this morning involved in that. Now, before I move on, I want to go back and I want to review with your parents if they want this little set that I have here, the pictures that I use. It's Heidi Butkus, Butkus. I believe on our website it's called HeidiSongs.com, and you can get this one. There's a little fee for it, but in the grand scheme, you get a lot of resources that you can use, so it's really worth it. So I recommend people to check that out if you'd like. And I like using them, and I'll be here every week going through the letters with you with that. All right. So, one last thing. How many lines does it take to make a letter K? You're right, 3. 1, 2, 3. Both the uppercase and the lowercase. 1, 2, 3. Oh, good job. Now, enough with the paperwork, right? We're done with that. What do we want? You're right, we want a game to play. And our game that we're going to play today happens to be a K word. It's called Kaboom. Ooh, that sounds like a lot of fun, doesn't it? Yes. Well, for this game, you're just going to need some type of a container. I think this container used to carry the little crystal light containers. Miss Pam and I at Building Blocks, we love containers. We collect containers of all shapes and sizes because you never know when you're going to need one. Like this size right here is perfect for the Kaboom game. So you need that, some type of a container, and then you need some popsicle sticks, okay? And on each popsicle, you need to have enough to make the letters of the alphabet and then a few extra, okay? You are going to write the letter of the alphabet on each popsicle stick at the top, okay? Z, N, T, there's a P, E, and you're going to continue till you get all the letters of the alphabet, okay? Then once you have all of those, then you're going to take a few, 4, 5, 6, whatever number you want to make. You're going to write the word Kaboom on the stick. K-A-B-O-O-M. Kaboom. Okay? And I kind of make a little starburst around it. Now, you got all that? Now, what we did here, Miss Pam made this particular set. For our letter W and the letter M, see, they kind of look the same, don't they? So what she did was she took a line and put a line on the bottom so you can see where the bottom of the letter is, and that helps you know the difference between the M and the W, okay? So once you get all of that done, you could use the colored popsicle sticks if you want. We just happen to like all the same color, okay? So you've got all your letters written on them. You've got Kaboom written on them. Now you're going to take them and you're going to put them in your container. Letters down where you don't see them, okay? And that's when the fun begins. How to play? You're going to take a stick. You're going to pull the stick out. You're going to tell me what letter that is. I have the letter O. Good job. Now, I guessed it. I get to keep it. If you need help identifying the letter, ask someone to help you. It's like, oh, I know it's a letter of the alphabet. I'm not just certain what it is. And someone would be more than happy to help you. It's the letter O. So I'll keep my stick. And then you just keep going around. You pull out a stick. Keep going. What's that letter? Y. You're right. Let's get another one. Oh, man. I got the word. What does that say? Kaboom. You know what that means? if you pull out a stick that says Kaboom, your sticks that you have collected, your letters that you have collected, go back inside the container and we have to start over, okay? It's always a lot of fun. Sometimes you might have like 14 letters right there and you're like, woohoo, I've got 14 letters of the alphabet. I'm doing great. And then it happens. Kaboom! And you lose your letters. And then you have to start all over again. It's horrible. But it is a lot of fun, I promise you. So get you some popsicle sticks and have fun with it, okay? So, see you next time, boys and girls, on Penny's Alphabet Nook. See you later. Bye-bye.